we got to go right to it. The Knicks last night. This is our first show. Knicks last night. What did you take from that? What was you thinking? Where was you at? What was the vibe?
I was in the stew, for one, working on a feature of many that I got to do for people.
Do you play the volume in the studio that like you hear them talk, or you just?
Nah, I leave it. I leave it. But it was so crazy. It was like it was you know.
Was tuned in.
Yeah, I'm telling the engineer, look, he's trying to mix that. Look, they tied it up. It's go. So yeah, nah, you know what I mean. To get one in Boston, when everybody doubted us, we was 9.5-point underdogs. And then go in there and, you know, pull one off, pause, was incredible.
What I took from last night, the main thing that stood out to me.
We played together. It was a team effort. You know what I mean? Finally.
Hold up. Finally, Mikal Bridges earned that contract. I was not convinced this whole season.
I told everybody,
4
man.
number 1 picks. This, that. When we eventually won the game, it dawned upon me. It said, "Oh,
did you see what he? Did you see his impact? Thinking. Did you see his impact yesterday?"
Yes, okay. Absolutely. But what I'm trying to tell you is, I didn't see it the whole season. I don't know if he tries to play shy. I don't know if he just comes when he wants to light him up.
Hold on, ain't there such thing as playoff Jimmy? He turned into a different Mikal Bridges in the playoffs, man.
No, but
that's what we needed.
What I'm saying is, we pay these guys
to win the championship.
Not just him. We pay the people who picked these guys. So I wasn't happy with how they recruited them, to be honest with you. And last night when it all was said and done, I said, yo, these guys, because you thinking, the whole thing you thinking, the champs is Boston. Let's not get it confused. They the champs. They got a whole lot of Jayson Tatum, a whole lot of Jalen Brown. They got a whole lot of, even Al Horford is 100 years old and he still be disrespectful.
I ain't gonna call him 100.
No, I'm just saying, I'm older than him, but I'm just letting you, he's an OG in the game. But what I'm saying to you is, every team on the off season is trying to compete against that team. That's the championship team. So when you're looking at the team at the start of the game and everybody's saying it's impossible for us to win, eventually we win the first game. I realized what our recruiting, Leon Rose, what he envisioned. And it worked to expertise last night. Shout out to Jalen Brunson. Technically, in any other time, see, you got to understand, as Knicks fans, we've been hurting for 20 years. We've been let down for 20. No, since 1973, technically. But I'm just saying, in our era, 20, 30 years, we've been hurting. And so any win we get or any way we come up, we just over-celebrate and be like, oh, my God, right? But Jalen Brunson, under any other circumstance, he would be considered a ball hog on any team. Because he need the ball in his hand every single time.
He's a shoe. He's a killer. He's a killer. Sometimes he don't see nothing but the team on his back. It's good and it's bad sometimes. Last night he was a killer and he was utilizing his teammates.
I agree with you all the way. My thing is, the man's a killer. He's a winner. We seen too many players for years that they were happy with being close but no cigar. They get to the third round, they happy. He's a finisher. He's actually trying to bring a championship to New York City. And if nobody else believe, he believe.
You gotta believe. You know that
45 missed threes by the Celtics yesterday.
Yeah, that was crazy. One quarter, I think they shot 20. They missed 19 out of 23 pointers. That was crazy. But when they making them, they blow you out the arena. And when they missing them, we come back from 20. I hope they miss a lot more.
What a win for the New York Knicks. We don't know how to act. Knicks fans don't know how to act. I've been looking, because we won, I'm enjoying it. So I'm looking at Instagram, like random people. The way Knicks fans celebrate, Knicks fans is we just too much.
We go overboard.
Oh, man. They got parties, all type of shit. Motherfucker, wait. He like, They can't come back from 20. There's no way they're gonna lose. They just and then the last play when Mikal grabs the ball off of Jalen Brown, he started going crazy. Fuck that! I
Good
told
defense.
y'all this.
I'm
He
worth
starts-
it. He felt like he was worth it.
Man, you know Jalen Brown is hurt. Technically,
that
he's
knee-
hurt.
his-
He banged
his
up.
knee ain't right now.
He banged up, and Porzingis. Thank God that guy.
What happened? He
He
caught the
sat
flu?
out the whole. I don't know. What he caught the flu? He might have got the stomach. You know, I caught a stomach bug last. Nobody want the stomach bug.
Nah.
The vomit and the shit same time. You don't want parts of that right there, man. I'm telling you. The
That's
stomach
a-
bug.
that's a
I've been
fact.
shot and I had the stomach bug a couple of times. You do not, under any circumstance, be flying from LA to New York with the stomach bug on the plane. That's that bombs over Baghdad in your stomach.
How about if you had the stomach bug in the Luther seats?
Ay, yo, motherfucker, the Hulkamaniacs. You know, when we go to the game, I had a question for you I was thinking about. I said, how do you decide in a time like this, you get courtside tickets? It's two. How do you decide who you take with you? Does your son ask to come? Does which one in the crew gets to sit next to you? What is that like? Because I have
I mean, most like if any of my kids ask to go, they gonna win the other ticket hands down unanimously. You know, my man K will catch it, but I got people with me that love basketball more than him, so he don't mind being in BB.
He don't
like
care.
he's one row behind the floor and
You good.
He's still chilling, so he
You know-
appreciate either or. But I got some of my friends that they bucket list is to sit on the floor, so
Yeah.
I try to switch them up and let
I mean,
different
they hit.
dudes
I don't
catch
know
it.
if Rich know because Rich is the honorary seat holder.
Holder, yeah.
When I sit here, that's Rich's seat technically.
So he ain't letting nobody else get
no,
that.
they
Man,
get it. They work them.
No baby girl could get it.
They start bothering them. Yo, my daughter be like, yo, I'm going to the game tomorrow. I be like, yo, Ma, you ever talk to Uncle Rich? Like, oh, he know what's up. I'm going to the game. I'm saying, nah. That's Uncle Rich's seat. Like, you got to figure this one out. And they hitting me for more. You know they hitting me bad. Like, yo, the next game.
Can I catch a game with you? Yeah.
It's hard to pick who's gonna go. You know, it's hard. But when I sit there, the first thing I do is look up to the Luther seats. And so why we call it the Luther is years ago I used to have to sit up a deck. And so I mean really, there's an upper deck. There's an upper deck in Madison Square Garden where you have to duck to get and sit in the seat. Like I'm talking about that's where all the Hulkamaniacs are at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The
Hulkamaniacs.
Hulkamaniacs are up there. They'll put you in a pretzel. You don't know what. That's a rowdy crew. How about them guys are so happy to be up there, they might have borrowed the money to be up there. That's the truth. They might have borrowed the money to be up there.
Depending on the ticket, it could cost a lot to be up there.
Hell yeah. So I'm saying back in the days, Luther Vandross, rest in peace, is my favorite singer of all time. I remember one concert I threw the suit on and my shit, I looked like a bus driver, the sky blue shirt with the suit, and I'm upper deck ducking. My wife got a dress on and we looking at this motherfucking Luther Vandross about this little from up there. Our house is not a home. And so we call that the Luther seats up there. You know, I mean, what an experience to sit courtside at something like this, man. It's an honor. I want to shout out the Knicks for always taking care of me, you know?
Definitely shout out to the whole Knick organization for taking care of myself. Joe Crack.
Denver, did you see this game?
Denver. Listen, how did they pick? They already picked the MVP? Because I think after this series, he might get a little. He might move up a couple notches on Shai. Yeah, 42, 22, and 9. That's like an inhuman. That's crazy, dog.
42,
22,
and 9.
Yeah, that don't even make. What is that? That's crazy, dog.
That is insane. And so you think he's MVP?
I don't know how somebody a 7 foot, whatever size he is, averaging a triple double for the whole season or two, is
But I'll tell you what
insane.
the problem is. There
Anyone
is no
that-
problem,
Yeah,
right?
what's the problem?
But I'll tell you what the problem is that people don't understand with the Joker is in America, we learn, you know, how people sing, they go, do, re, mi, fa, sol,
Yeah.
you know. Now, I'm telling you, when they play sports, they teach them the same dribble, who to pass it to, who this and that. The Joker come from like Serbia or some shit, from over there, right? He learned the opposite way. So
Well,
he
they taught him
do
the reverse way.
yeah, he does stuff you're not supposed to do. You see the ball flying right past you, be like, no way he made that. That's like 101 in Gaucho's gym. They teach you not to pass that ball like that. Joker does exactly that. So all the American players, they don't know what he's gonna do. They fucked up because they know how you coming any other way. Joker could do anything, and he does it at his own.
And
you
he
know,
moves slow. He's unstoppable.
I call him a slinky. He's like a slinky. He's like this, that. You know how the slinky be going down the stairs? He's like a slinky, but yo, he gets the job done. The other day, the last series, not even this one. Last series, he came in there, and you know the Joker, you know, he a big boy, so he come in there sloppy. Last series, he had his cheekbones showing.
What?
You know, that's how I know the boxers is going.
Cheekbones showing?
Let me tell you something. That's how I know the boxers is going to win. Because when a boxer come in the ring and his cheekbones show, that mean that boy been training for real. The Joker last series, he's
telling me
chubby. He
the
had
Joker-
the cheekbone. Oh no, he's not
The
playing.
Joker was doing boxing training.
I'm just saying he just was not for play. He came up in there and he meant business. He was not gonna lose. I don't care who you threw at him, Kawhi, Harden, whoever. He was not gonna lose. I seen it in the cheekbones. The Joker's a different kind of animal right now.
In the cheekbones.
I'm sorry,
Sick.
you know what I'm talking about.